Good morning, children. This is Standard 3 English. Please open this book, that is your main course book. Open page number 27, the poem My Big Fat Cat. Open page number 27, My Big Fat Cat. Today we are going to learn about my big fat cat. Open page number 27, your main textbook, English textbook, and today we'll learn about my pet, that is my big fat cat. Yes, my big fat cat. Cat is a pet animal. It likes milk and it likes to eat fish. So today we are going to study about my pet. And who is this pet here? The pet in this poem is a big fat cat. Close your camera, Gunte. This is third time I am telling you. Page number 27, poem My Big Fat Cat. Yesterday we discussed about what is a pet. A pet is an animal that we keep at home. We give it food, care, shelter and protection. Love and affection also. Then some pets that we keep at home are cat, dog, birds, fish and some other animals. Like it can be a cow, it can be a goat, it can be a horse, it can be a rabbit, it can be a parrot. Okay? Then why do we need a pet? We need a pet to play and to spend time with us, and at the same time pets also will get someone who will provide food, shelter and care for them. How do pets help us? Pets help us by sharing their feelings with us. They are like friends for us. We can share with them our feelings. They express their gratitude, they express their feelings. Yes, when you keep them as a pet. In the previous class, I told you the author or the poet does not complete the homework, and to escape the punishment, the poet starts giving lame excuse in the class to the teacher. And in this beautiful poem, the poet is mentioning about her not completing her homework, the reason for not completing the homework. In the poem, the description of the cat is given very beautifully. I own a big fat cat, the fattest for miles around. Wherever there's lot of food, that's where he'll be found. In the first stanza, in the first 4 lines of the poem, the poet says that the poet has a big fat cat, and the fattest for miles around, a large area. The cat is compared to a huge animal, a big animal, because it says the fattest for miles. Miles in the sense a large area. Wherever there's a lot of food, that's where he'll be found. So, wherever there is food, you will find the pet, that is the pet cat. He's really good at eating. It's a talent, I suppose. I am sure if he keeps at it, he would win the talent show. In the second stanza, the poet says, he's really good at eating. The big fat cat is very good at eating food. And it's a talent, I suppose. So the author says, the poet says, it's an inborn talent with my pet cat. And I am sure if he keeps at it, that means if he continues, if he practices, he will win the talent show one day. Children, turn your page to page number 28. Yes, stanza 3. Stanza 3. I own a big fat cat. I own a big fat cat. He weighs at least a ton. He couldn't run to save his life. Yes, he isn't much fun. So in the third stanza, the poet says, I own a big fat cat. I own a big fat cat. I own a big fat cat. He weighs at least a ton. So the weight of the cat is 1 ton. The weight of the cat is 1 ton. Then you can imagine how fat he is. I own a big fat cat. He weighs at least a ton. He couldn't run. He couldn't run to save his life. Yes, he isn't much fun. So, children, the poet says the cat was so fat, yes, that he was unable to run. If there was any danger, if somebody would chase him, if there was any problem, the cat couldn't run because of his weight, because of his overweight. And he says, yes, he isn't much fun. The fourth stanza, his favorite room is the kitchen. His favorite rooms, the kitchen. I'm sure we all know why. I'm sure we all know why. He eats just about everything. So that's why with a sigh. So in the fourth stanza, the poet says his favorite room is the kitchen. Usually, cats are always found in the kitchen. They always sleep in the kitchen because they love to take the aroma of the food that is being cooked in the kitchen. Because kitchen is the place where we prepare food. So the kit cat is always found in the kitchen because he likes to eat food. He likes the aroma of the food. His favorite room is the kitchen. I'm sure we all know why. Because food is being cooked there and he will get sufficient to eat. He eats just about everything. The pet cat in this poem, he eats everything. Whatever you give him, he eats everything. So that's why with a sigh. So the poet is sad because she says that the cat is very greedy. He eats more and more food. That's why with a sigh means she is unhappy. Yes, she's feeling she's not happy with the cat's behavior because he only wants to eat and not do anything. I would like to tell you, teacher. So she's telling the teacher. I would like to tell you, teacher. I would like to tell you straight. I might have accidentally dropped my homework in his plate. The child, the child in this poem is giving an excuse to the teacher when the teacher asked her to show the homework. So the child is putting the blame on the cat. The child is putting the blame on the cat and she says, my pet cat is very greedy. He does nothing but whole day he sleeps in the kitchen and the whole day he only eats and eats and eats. And so she's telling the teacher, I would like to tell you, teacher, I would like to tell you straight. I might have accidentally dropped my homework in his plate. She means to say her book, a homework book, by mistake must have fell into the pet cat's plate. Because when we have pets at home, children, we give them separate things. We give them separate things. We provide them separate beddings. We provide them separate bowl, separate plate, separate glass, so that they don't mix up with us because they are animals. And so the child is giving an excuse to the teacher saying that by mistake or by accident, her homework book must have fallen into the plate of a pet. And the pet must have thought it is food and he must have eaten it up. That is why I am unable to show you my homework. So this is an excuse. Can you believe? Will a cat eat notebook, paper? No, this is an excuse. It is not only with the child who is there in this poem, it is with every child who comes to school, does not pay attention, does not copy the homework given on the board, and goes home and tells the parents that today ma'am did not give any homework. Ma'am did not give any homework. I don't have any homework to do. They only play, watch TV, and they spend the time and they waste the time. And next day, when they come back to school, and when the teacher is asking the child to submit the homework, the child makes up stories. In this poem, the child says that by accidentally the homework book must have been fallen into the pet's plate and the pet must have eaten. But otherwise, in reality, there are children who tell 110 lies. They will tell you that they were unwell. They had to go to doctor, they were sleeping. My mother is not well. We went out of station, we went out. I went to my native's house, I went to my village, I went for a movie, I went shopping, I went for a function. They will give all type of excuse. So this is the beautiful story or the message given in this poem, that we should not blame anybody. What is our work, we have to do it on in that particular time. Complete your work at that particular time. Don't keep it for tomorrow. If the teacher is giving you homework, it is your responsibility to complete the homework. If you don't do, it is your mistake, not anybody else. There are children who will give you all kinds of excuses for not doing. There are children who are very lazy. There are children who are very lazy. They will not complete their homework and then they will say, I lost my book. I didn't find my book. My friend has taken the book. My pages are over. I lost my compass. I don't have a pencil. I don't have an eraser. There was no current in my house. Or we went to my native's place. I went to my granny. I went to my village. My mother is unwell. We went for a party. These are all the excuses children will give. So let us not give any excuse by not completing our homework. We have to complete your homework on time, whatever little homework the teacher gives. It may be a reading or it may be writing notes or it may be completing textual work or maybe completing your assignments or project. Whatever work the teacher gives you as homework, try to complete. That will be a recap for you. When the teachers are explaining, you are not paying attention properly. You're talking, you're distracted. But why does the teacher give you homework? The teacher gives you homework, it is a recap for you, so that when you sit to complete your homework, to do your homework, you need to read the lesson. You need to read the content what has been taught today. If you read it, you will understand better. And if you read and recapture here, it will remain for a long time. If you just ignore and avoid, you will never understand. So this poem is all about pets. Now in the previous class I told you, yes, I have a fat chubby cat here. I have a fat chubby cat here. Yes, this is a big fat cat. Yes, what does the cat like? The cat likes milk and is very fond of eating fish. He likes fish. Now describe the cat. The cat has we can see a bushy tail here. The cat has a bushy tail. It has a bushy tail. It has got four legs. The cat has four legs. These two are called as the four legs and these two are called as the hind leg. You can see it has got two beautiful cute eyes. It has got two cute little eyes. It has got two ears and it has got whiskers. It is called as a mustache of the cat. Now, the cat has got one nose, but the cat has got the sense of smelling is very strong. The cat has got the sense of smelling very strong. It can smell very soon whatever is there. Okay, if any especially the fish smell or any other non-veg item that has been cooked in the house, the cat gets very excited. It will jump and lick and do all possible tricks. So this is cat. Many of you like to keep cat as pets in your house. I have a small kitten in my house. I have a small kitten in my house. Some will keep a dog in their house because the dog is a very faithful animal. Some keep cat, some keep dog, some keep hen, some keep rabbit. There are many. Now, in your textbook, page number 27, you can see this fat cat sitting on a table. Yes, the fat cat sitting on a table. What do you think the cat is doing there? What do you think? You see the table there. It is a table, dining table set, and you can see there variety of food that is being kept. And where is the table cat? The cat is on the table waiting to enjoy the delicious food kept on the table. So the cat like all the non-veg items. Now you can see the cat is not a very active animal, they say. It is lazy most of the time. It will eat and it will sleep in a cozy place. It wants a comfortable, soft place to sleep. Whereas the dog, it sleeps anywhere. The dog is a faithful animal. It guards our house. It doesn't allow any strangers to enter our house. It will protect you from strangers entering the house. But cats are very lazy. They eat and they go off to sleep. They don't perform any duty at all. They will only play with you, they will jump, play, lick you and do all possible things. Yes, this is all about cat. Now there are many other pets like which people like to keep in their houses. Some of them they like to keep fish bowl fish bowl or a fish tank, yes, or an aquarium where they keep different kinds of tiny colored fishes. We are also a pet. Some people like to keep turtle or a tortoise in their home as a pet. They keep turtle or tortoise as a pet. Yes, but when you keep a pet, what is your responsibility? When you bring a pet home, what is your responsibility? Our responsibility is we have to provide them with food, we have to provide them with shelter, we have to Give them love and affection. And when they fall sick, you need to attend them. If possible, take them to a vet. Take them to a vet. Keep them clean. Give them healthy food so that they don't fall sick. So, why should we keep pets at home? If we keep pets at home, at least one animal will be safe and we can provide them food and shelter and care. So, this poem conveys a beautiful message towards animals that we should have a good feelings for animals, pet animals, not only pet animals, any animals. They are our, they belong to nature. God has created them. So they have the right to live like us. Pets kept in the house are tamed, they will listen to you, they will obey you, they follow your language, they follow your command. When you keep them in the house, they become a member of the house. So this is a beautiful poem where the child is giving excuse. The child is blaming the cat, saying that she was unable to get the homework and submit it because it is by mistake that she has dropped her homework book in the pet's plate. And the pet who eats up everything has eaten away her, has eaten away her. You can see this on page number 30. You can see there, it is given here. There's a table there, page number 30. Page number 30, you can see this is the table and this is the cat who's sitting. You can see the plate here. The child is giving an explanation to the teacher. The child is giving an explanation to the teacher saying, by accidentally the homework book has fallen